today we're going to be talking about goldfish. And I know I haven't talked about my goldfish tank in a while, and nothing's really been going on with it. Our weather has been a little bit crazy. I thought summer was coming, and then like the last couple weeks it started getting cold, and it started getting really cold at night. I really wanted to put my 40 gallon, because I have an extra 40 gallon. I wanted to set it up outside as a quarantine system right now, so I could get some more goldfish. But it's been really cold. I don't want to set it up in the garage. It gets really cold in the garage as well, so I don't really want to set it up yet. But I think summer is on its way, so I am planning on getting some more goldfish. Hopefully the next couple of days, seeing how the weather is, I'll start setting up a quarantine setup. And we got another thing that I got planned in the backyard. But first, let's check out my 150 gallon Oranda tank. This thing is a mess right now. I'm gonna do a water change. But these guys have been doing really well. I was a little concerned with my my white Oranda, because when I moved it over here, he kind of did get a little stressed out. Was kind of bottom sitting, and he started showing a lot of the things that my black Oranda was doing. So I was a little concerned that he was going to go on the same path as my black Oranda, but I just been monitoring the situation. I haven't medicated, I haven't done anything special. I just kind of want to see if he would pull out from this. So luckily he did. Look, he's outside looking for stuff, eating the algae on the bottom of the tank. But that's a big improvement on his part, for him to be out here swimming around. So I'm really happy that that's going on, that he's happy. Everybody else seems to be doing really well, but I do want to get some more goldfish. I've been to King Koi and Goldfish a couple of times this month, just hanging out, and there's been a couple goldfish that I've been wanting to pick up, but I haven't set up a quarantine system. Like I said, our weather is a little crazy, so luckily I think summer is around the corner. I'm gonna be complaining when summer does come around, because it's gonna get hot, but for right now I want to get another goldfish to start putting into this tank. So we are going to be setting up another quarantine system. Hopefully in the next couple of days I'll do that. But right now I'm going to be doing the maintenance on this tank, because I haven't changed the water in about 10 days, I think. The water's fine. I don't even think I need to change the water. But I want to get on a system where I do it every week. And I have been doing it every week, but I kind of wanted to record this episode, so I kind of let it go a little bit by a couple days. But I want to get on a schedule where I'm changing the water every week, because once I get more goldfish, I know I'm going to be doing a lot more water changes. So I'm going to kind of take you guys a little bit on the process of what it takes to maintain a tank this size. And then I'm going to show you guys, while the tank is draining, I'm going to take you guys to the backyard and show you guys what I got planned over there. So let's get started, guys. The only thing I added was the driftwood from my 40 gallon breeder, which in comparison to my 40 gallon and in comparison to it being in here, the piece looks actually really small. So I want to start decorating this tank in the next couple of weeks, but I don't know exactly where to go. I could always get another piece of driftwood and add it over here, maybe a bigger one, and cover it with the Anubias. Another thing that I was thinking of doing is possibly doing an Anubias wall. Maybe getting some egg crate and attaching it to the walls in the back, and adding like a full Anubias wall so it could kind of green up the back. I've seen some black egg crate on eBay, but they're fairly small. I would like to get a bigger piece where I could just attach Anubias to the back. Now, I do have a lot of algae, and there's a lot of algae on the Anubias, which I'm going to be cleaning right now. And that's kind of fairly my fault. The light actually works really well in here, but I do have the light on fairly long time during the day. I don't have a timer to it yet, so I kind of just turn it on in the morning, and turn it off when I go to sleep or whenever the light kind of starts being an inconvenience. But that's kind of my fault, and that's why there's a lot of algae. Other than that, I think if I limit the light, I think I would be okay. But maintaining a tank this size is actually fairly simple. I'm going to be using my pump over there. Now I put a light down here just so you guys can kind of see what's down here. I know I would be curious, but this is my wet dry filtration. In here, if you guys can tell, I actually have some sponge filters, just kind of getting some bacteria on here, so whenever I need one I could just pull one out of here. I got 4 of them in there, plus I also have some ceramic balls. Maintaining a filter like this is actually fairly simple. Now, once a week I replace this top part right here. This is the matte filter. I could clean it, but I just rather replace it. And then every 2 weeks I'll replace some filter floss that I put back here. So this kind of traps the big parts, and then once it goes down here, the filter floss will kind of polish the water a little bit. So I'm going to turn off the system and get the pump connected so you guys can kind of see, and then we'll go outside in the backyard. I have the pump running already. It's connected to a hose that kind of just drains out to my grass. So my grass will get plenty of nice fertilized water from these guys. So there's no point of wasting water if we don't have to. So I'm going to let it drain about to halfway, then I'll clean the glass. But first, let's go outside so I can show you guys what I got going over there and what the future plans hold. So give me 1 second, guys. Let's check out this guy. What's this guy doing over here? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just hanging out? What are you doing? What are you doing? Just hanging out? Alright guys, so one of the things that I want to do back here is build a pond or get some Rubbermaid containers. But one of the things that I want to do is I want to build it above ground. I don't want to build it below. Now, if you guys follow my channel, some of you guys know that I used to own a construction company, and I used to build beautiful ponds in ground, you know, big ponds. But that's not what I want to do here. My backyard is not the biggest one in the world. It's a decent size, but it's not the biggest one. I really wish I could afford a big 100-acre property, but this is the best that I could do for right now. And it's fine. But being that this backyard is not that big, I don't want to spend, you know, that much money into building something that's gonna go in ground. So one of the things that I was thinking of doing is possibly getting some Rubbermaid totes. There's some 300 gallons and 150 gallons that I could possibly use. Now, SN2 Aquatics, he lives in Tucson, and he has actually 2 600-gallon totes. I believe one of them is in the bottom, and then the other one he uses as a filtration, I believe, or he still has Goldfish up there. But 2 600-gallon totes is, you know, they run about $600. Now, I think I can build a pond for a lot less than that. I priced out some liners, and something for like 15 by 20 runs anywhere around $250 to $300 depending on where you get it. That's for a 40 mil UV protected pond liner, like a Firestone. And that's something that I think I want to do, because if I build it above ground, I could use a pond liner. I'll probably go through like $150 worth of materials. 150-gallon tote is $150. So for the price of one 300-gallon tote and the price of a 150-gallon tote is probably where my budget's gonna be. And I think we could get 1,400-gallon pond built out back here. So for some of you guys that are kind of purists and always are complaining to me, you're overstocking your tank. How many goldfish do you guys think we could put in a 1,400-gallon system? So let me show you guys. I have it roughed out kind of roughly on where it's gonna go. Hopefully the lighting is okay, guys. Here we go. So if you guys can see, I kind of have some tethered string right here. I know the lighting's not great, guys, but there's some green markers where I've kind of marked out where I want to have it. So there's, I think I want to do 5 feet, what was it, deep, and 10 feet wide. So 5 by 10, and it would probably come up to here. This is about 2.5 feet, and then I'm thinking of possibly going another foot in ground. So this would be roughly 10 by 5 by 3.5, maybe 4 in ground. So back there, let me see if I could get back here. I know the lighting sucks, guys, but back here I want to do my filtration system. We'll probably have another 150 gallons back there, maybe 150 gallons of filtration, and that's it, guys. I do, like I said, I do have kids, so I don't want my kids swimming in there. So I will be building a security gate back here, just so the kids don't kind of accidentally go swimming into the pond. But that's where I'm planning on putting it. I still have some room over here. If I ever did decide to get another 300-gallon tote, I could put it over here, or maybe like 2 150 gallons. Use those as quarantine, maybe in case a fish gets sick or something. But I'm already envisioning it, guys. It should look amazing. I know the lighting is not that great right now. The only thing that concerns me is heat. I know it gets really hot back here, but I'm hoping with plants and everything, we'll be just fine. So like I said, I believe this system will probably roughly be around 1,400 gallons, give or take. You know, with the filtration system, we're probably going to be pushing 1,500 gallons, if not a little bit more or a little bit less. So around 1,300 to 1,500 gallons is where this system is going to be. I'm a little bit excited. I know I wanted to do the Rubbermaid totes, but we're going to go a pond. So it's going to be above ground. I wanted to do shallow. I know in Japan they do the shallow Ranchu ponds, and they look amazing. But where I live, it gets really hot sometimes. Not always, but sometimes it does get up to 110, maybe 113. Never really more than that. I used to live in Phoenix. I know what hot is. Where I live, it doesn't get like Phoenix, but there will be a couple days where it will be really hot out here. And I'm kind of, you know, concerned a little bit because of the algae buildup or anything, or any weather fluctuations. But I think if I go a foot in ground, we'll be just fine. But I'm excited, guys. Now I do have my son's birthday party in June, so I'm not gonna start working construction on this until after his birthday party, because I'm gonna have a lot of people back here, and I don't want everybody asking why is there a hole over there. So it's gonna be left alone right now. So I won't be starting on this until after June 15 maybe, and then I'll start digging. So it's gonna be really hot when I start digging this thing. Hopefully it'll be done by the end of July, or the beginning of August. So we should have water in it at least by August. But I'm excited, guys. 1,400 gallons of pond to put goldfish would be amazing. So I'm ready to start on it, but we've got to wait a little bit longer. Alright, guys, so I don't want to drag this video out a little bit too much, because I already could tell that this video is going to be a little bit long. I already took the Nubius. I cleaned the leaves as much as or as best as I could, so they're not so much covered in algae. I cleaned the glass. Don't have to gravel back in this tank because it is bottomless. I've added some prime conditioner for the new water, and I replaced the brand new filter pad on here. So every other week I rotate. I'll do the filter pad, or I'll do the I forgot what this is called right now, guys, but you guys, the filter floss. And that's pretty much it for maintenance on this tank. So that's it, guys. Like I said, I don't want to drag this video out a little bit long. I'll probably put a small video at the end, just so you guys can see how it is once the water and it's nice and clean. But thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you guys think about the 1,400 gallon pond that I'm going to be building. I'm excited. Can't wait till I start working on it. I know it's going to be really, really hot when I do start working on it. But I'm excited about it. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, guys. See you guys next week.